way to incentivize higher education to a way that is more incentivizing what we want for the state, which is, not wasting people's money, okay, student parents' money, trying to get people in the right seat on the bus in the beginning. We're burgeoning, we're busting. This idea of building community colleges, we're busting at the seams in the community college system now. I know I've listened to these two down here, Chancellor Belton and Chancellor Henderson. They're busting at the seams. They're growing, okay? It's because we're moving kids to try to start them in the right place, and we're giving them opportunity, if they want to go further, to go further in education. So I think we're on the right track, yes.
If someone in Rotary wants to become more involved and keep up with what's happening during the session, what can they do?
We've got a website, you've got it on there. I really want you to go to the website. It is a good website, and it will keep you up to date. And if you'll join up with us, then when time comes that we need help, as far as talking to our policy leaders, we will keep you in touch. Yes?
What would you say are the two biggest obstacles to getting those three initiatives enacted?
The two.
What would you say are the two greatest obstacles for achieving those three things: the accountability, the access, and autonomy?
Two biggest obstacles.
Or three. What?
Let me think. It's funny, I don't think in terms of obstacles. I think in terms of tearing them down. It may be this. It is that it goes back to a fundamental obstacle, which is that our state does not have a high level of higher education history. We I think downplay. We don't consider education as important as it really is. We've not concentrated on it as much as maybe we should. So I think it fundamentally gets down to education as a whole. Starting, we go all the way back. I'll go all the way back to early childhood education and on. It's moving each step of the way. I think our state has worked very hard over the last 10 or 15 years to move up in those directions. But we started way down, way behind. And we have to bring our whole state, up and give people opportunity. And so I think it's this idea that in some places higher education is really viewed, some states is reviewed as a real key to their future. North Carolina comes to mind, Georgia, even Texas. To us, it's not necessarily been that sort of thing. We've never really funded it at a significant level. And so now we have to make decisions about, what do we want to do? It's bad time, but we have to prepare for the future and getting more people involved in higher education. Yes, sir.
Well, if the governor has floated the idea that maybe the cuts will be top 10% to higher ed, and then the Speaker of the House says that's impossible, it's going to be at least 22%. So where are we? Where's the target really?
Well, the target's the governor's target, as far as I'm concerned. Our target is that target of the governor to make it 10% or less over next year by looking at other areas of the budget. And I think there are things that the governor is talking about that he has talked about with I'm not privy to these conversations, but I think discussions have been made between the legislative leadership and the governor about ideas that he has about possibly helping shore us up as a budget in these very lean years. Recessions don't last forever. This recession is not going to last forever, but I do think we're at a new day. It's gonna be it's a long way. It's gonna be at least 5 years, at least, you know, that it's gonna be bad time. And I think the governor's looking for ways to try to shore it up, to try to meet that 10% cut, to allow higher education to really move forward. There's been a lot of cuts to higher education already. They've laid off a lot of people already. You know, it isn't like this year is going to be it. It's been going on. Now they're pretty down to basics. And now I think the governor's saying, I believe that higher education is important. I think he's saying, I believe higher education is important. I think when he said that, he's saying that. And so that means that he's going to work in his budget toward that goal. And what happens after that, I'm going to leave to Representative Smith and Representative Burrell and Representative Seabaugh and the legislature to decide where we go from there. It's going to be it's going to be a very tough, like I said, demanding legislative session. It is the winter of the discontent. You know, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be easy. Last question, then I want to close up. Yes.
I've had a discussion about this with John. Is there any consideration on a processing tax on foreign oil as a method of funding education?
I don't have the answer for that. That comes up frequently in discussion in the legislature. I haven't heard it this year. I think Foster Campbell Foster Campbell had talked about that for a number of years, and I have not heard anything. It hasn't been floating around that I know about.
I mean, outside of political suicide, some serious consideration to the amount of money that that's available from that funding source.
Yeah, I guess I don't know enough about how it flows to be able to tell you. I haven't heard that. I just haven't heard it, but I'm not around for much, very much conversation in the legislature. Let me close by saying this. Let me close with a quick story. A friend recently told me this story. It's about a barnyard conversation between a cow and a pig. Now the pig was unpopular, but the cow was beloved. The puzzled pig was puzzled about it, so he said to the cow, "People speak warmly of your gentle nature and your soulful eyes. They think you're so generous because each day you give them milk and cream. But what about me," said the pig. "I give them everything I have. I give them bacon and ham, provide bristles for their brushes. They even pickle my feet. But no one likes them. Why is that?" So the cow thought about it a minute, and he answered this: "Perhaps it's because I give while I'm still living." The point: God gives us opportunities every day to help other people. I'm thankful for you, but if you get that opportunity, just say yes. Thank you very much.
Dr. Rozeman, thank you for coming and delivering those important topics and making them top of mind for us. There's an honorarium that the club's making in your name to Youth Outreach Services, which operates the Jewel House in the Highland area. So again, thank you so much for your time.